Folks, good evening once more. Today, special guest in our crickline24.com. Welcome to you, Shihab.
Yes, thank you. It's been honored to be here for a couple of times.
And you know that Bangladesh versus India's third and final T20 match just happening and soon. I mean, 20 minutes later, already toss happened. You know that fortunately, once more time, India won the toss and decided to have a bat. And how much could you expect on this batting deck?
Yes, if you think about the pitch of Hyderabad, it's little bit, I think, batting friendly. If you look at the previous occasions like IPL, there are so much runs scored by the batsmen in Hyderabad. So yes, I'm expecting that it would be a big match for the batters.
Yeah, absolutely. If you think about a big match for the batters, what will do Bangladeshi bowlers?
As far as I'm concerned, the bowling performance was really poor. If you think about the previous match, so the bowlers, I think they have the lack of confidence to hitting on the right length. If you think about Tanzim Hassan Saqib, I started well. If you think about of his first over, the intention was good, but after a couple of overs, I don't know what was their planning. So the bowler should be more conscious about the power hitting of India.
But you talk about the Hyderabad piece and it's run festing really, but you know that Hyderabad and so many records as a big scoring affair. I mean, once upon a time we saw the IPL match where David Warner made a fabulous century, even more than 150 runs on that occasion really, and he scored smashing with a number of sixes, even a dozen number of sixes really, and he scored more than 150 runs. And if do you know that India batting lineup, that they have some explosive power hitter, even right at the beginning, the opening pair, the top order, we can say that the middle order as well as the tail ender, every batter can have a fabulous contribution with the bat. But you know that if they score has gone up more than 200 once more, because previous to occasion Indian batters did exactly more than 200 runs, what we expected earlier. But Bangladeshi batters' expectations was nothing to our plan. You know that both the occasion, even they could not exceed more than 150 runs. This is absolutely below the par, because these days a lot of T20 matches are happening. Even a number of a low-ranked team like Ireland, like Oman, you can say like Scotland and the Netherlands, and they are scoring on an average 160 and 170 runs. But we're talking about every day about the Bangladeshi batting and their performance, and they're getting the opportunities every time. But why they are not scoring just moderate type of score, I mean 160 and 170 runs?
Yes, you are absolutely right. Thank you for asking a very important question. Well, it's a matter of perseverance, I think. If you look at the batsmen of India, it seems like they are playing or their shot selection, they are selecting their shot approximately. But no, behind this there is a lot of industry and a lot of perseverance and practice. So I think Bangladesh should follow them. And another thing is, Taskin Ahmed told that he was showing the peace issues of Bangladesh. He told that Indian batters easily can flick the ball or cut the ball very easily, like they are staying or they are sitting or they are sleeping. So and he told that in Bangladesh it's pretty tough to hit like ball like that kind. So I think it's just an excuse, because if you think about James Neesham, David Miller, they played the previous previous BPL session. So if you look at the batting strike rate of James Neesham, what is the batting strike rate and what is the point? If you just want to carry on this approach one day, I think Team Nepal will beat Bangladesh.
Absolutely, you have made a brilliant point once more. You know that you can talk about Indian bowling lineup, but they can be on a vital unit as a bowling unit really, but they can be destructive bowling unit and at the key moment while Bangladeshi batters batting. But you know that similarly, if Australia would play instead of Bangladesh and a similar pace, a similar batting pace to wicket, I mean in Hyderabad tonight match happening here, and in that case you know that Australian batters would easily score more than 200 runs. 220, 225 is the fashion of these days go really, we can say. But similarly this scenario, but in that case we could not mindset, we could not make any sort of mindset like this that Indian bowlers are bowling nicely or extraordinarily something really. But in case of Bangladeshi batters, they're dominating every time. I'm talking about Indian bowlers. But as a batting deck, Indian batters, probably they will score more than 200 runs and it can be 220. It's absolutely matter of nothing. But similarly, Bangladeshi batters will get the similar advantage batting second really. They will be batting according to the asking rate really. Whenever asking rate is a 10.5 or it can be 11 really. At that time, Bangladeshi batters will play accordingly, even with freeing their arms, with some explosive hitting power capacity as well. But my question to you is, Indian bowlers are not doing something special here as a batting deck, as a batting paradise, but Bangladeshi batters are showing the poor class. Is it?
Well, if you ask me, I think the coach's staff should be included in this point, because it's also the coach's fault. They told that I saw an interview that Ian Pothos, the batting coach of Bangladesh in current time, he told that the Bangladesh batters didn't have the ability to hit power hitting. But if you look at Nicholas Puran, that's an exception, and there is a lot of exception. You can say Ishas Jaiswal, he's a power hitter. So what is their height? What are their height and who? So it's totally an excuse, and I think
absolutely
it's a lacking of common sense from the coaches.
Yes, exactly. You know that you made another very good point really. You know that Nicholas Puran talk about the similar fashionable batters like Parvez and Imon. The 2 nights really we saw the poor performance from him because he's scoring just 10 runs and 15 runs and showing some excuses. You know, the tall guy, tall figure, bulky enough, and to make hammered really a number of sixes, a number of boundaries, and coming down the wicket really. But Nicholas Puran is making habituated with the hitting sixes after sixes really. But he's not taller guy really than Parvez or Imon. But if he doesn't show any sort of excuse, but why Bangladeshi batters are doing same?
Yeah, it's a matter of intention of hitting big sixes or hitting the ball. If you look at the approach of Bangladesh players while they're batting, it's totally different. And yes, it's definitely true that they are West Indian. They have the naturally power hitting ability. So it's a little bit tough to compare with them. But yes, there are many other examples.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? You talk about the hitting capacity or hitting ability. Any country's player like Bangladesh, we don't have. Even Bangladesh haven't produced a number of good batters. And our former commentators, nowadays we got some example like Muhammad Ashraful, former player, Aftab Ahmed as well. And he mentioned nicely really, because that time many years back, nearly 15 to 16 years back, we saw that some fabulous hitting capability batters like Aftab Ahmed and Muhammad Ashraful really, Cardiff innings in 2005 is memorable all day long really. And in that case, if you would have hitted a number of sixes, but why not after 20 years or 19 years later, or you are not having plenty of good batters like those who have a hitting capacity?
Yes, the days have been passed. If you talk about 2005 or 2007 match against West Indies, Aftab and Ashraful did a massive job. But yes, technology is growing up. On that time, you have less technologies than present. So in this case, the analysis of any team easily indicate the lacking of the batsman or the weak areas of the batsman. So they can easily indicate them, and they utilizing them, and they told them to their players. So they approach that. But why I have the question that what did they do? What they do? The coaching staff or the analyzing staff of Bangladesh do the same thing. You have the example like Afghanistan. Previous what they are on 2007 or 2008, they are starting playing cricket after the debut of Shakib Al Hasan and Mushfiqur Rahim. And where are they now?
Absolutely, consciousness and application is the problem, really. You know, the West Indians, you talk about West Indian batters, really. Every batter has the ability to hit down the ground and some massive sixes and massive blue as well. But prior to their CPL, I mean their global tournament, really, in that case, just prior to the CPL, they're arranging T10 format tournament, and even to augment the batter's ability to hit some number of sixes and how to bat with standard strike rate, really, and how to make a havoc, really, from the batter's point of view. But Bangladesh, on the other hand, just one BPL and even one time in a season, really, and other time they can arrange some sort of T20 tournament, the domestically, and as well as some even shorter version like T10 format to make the batsman explosive power hitter, really. Do you suggest anything to the Bangladeshi cricket board or any Bangladeshi those who are think tank?
Yeah, I have a suggestion, and the first one is the coaching staff. They should be look forward about the coaching staff. The coaching staff should be changed as soon as possible. And another point is with this, they have to work with some additional issues. If you want to survive in T20 internationals, you have to do additional works. Yeah, the basic is important, but after this, you have to do that. Otherwise, you will be gone.
Yes, absolutely, viewers, and no more today, and special thanks to our special guest for tonight, Shihab. Thank you very much for joining with us.
Thank you.